What's up, people? Welcome to the Daily J. I'm feeling feisty today. Well, this is the way I normally am. It's just weird because it's 11 o'clock at night, and this is the way I am today. Anyways, got to the range today, and I thought, let's go ahead and go over my range kit. You know, like what I like to take, range bag. So here we go. Without further ado, we're going to flip over to that. There we go. First thing first. Highly encourage everyone. As you can tell, I've got all my crap out everywhere here right now. This is other stuff I've been going through, but let's get to this. Need individual first aid kit and general trauma kit. So you got a good kit, which we can go over this stuff in the future, but this has got a tourniquet right here easily on the outside, and everything from chest seals to nasal pharyngeal, I think is how you pronounce it, and all this other stuff. That being said, sorry, I'm like little woo. I don't know why. Just the rush, you know, from starting to film a vid. So here we go, back to it. On the top, what I've done is I've gone ahead and taken a toolbox. Woohoo! And this is what I've been using for a while. I like this because, say I'm over with some buddies or whatever, and we're going to go ahead and shoot. And we have a couple different lanes. Or if we're out, you know, like one of our places, stuff like that. One of the guys, he's got 5 acres. We shot out there, and then we can go ahead and just grab this, pop in different spots inside. I keep some of the foam here, plugs, even though I recommend doubling up. So this is the first level. Pop these in. And then I've also picked up some new orange ones to replenish the purple ones that were running out. And I use these little dots over here to go ahead and cover up, depending on what I'm doing. I'm actually using those nowadays as targets. Excuse me. And I'm using them on just using a instead of using traditional, you know, target stuff like these things, which, you know, I enjoy these too. They're fun. I found that I'm just not needing that space in that way, so I'm just taking a sheet of poster board and cutting it in half, and then popping it up like this on the target, and then I put the little dots here. You know, these tiny little dots. And I use those as my targets for at least a lot of the drills. Depends on the drill. With the close range stuff, there's no reason not to use those. And then I've got staples for the staple gun. I've got both of the top things here are the exact same. Some clips, push pins, you know, like random stuff just that I found over the years are nice to use. A Sharpie, of course. Other stuff you can do. But that's what I've got so far. And both of these on the top are the exact same. There we go, and that locks and snaps in. Okay, so moving on. Just a reminder, once more, highly encourage first aid, trauma. Understand how to be able to do the basics. That's something I want to do. I want to get out to someone like Skinny Medic, one of his actual hands-on courses and stuff. But because I haven't had any training on this stuff in a long time, and you know, it's just not the same. Just, you know, refreshing watching. I need to actually get a hands-on and do stuff. Okay, that being said, back to this. So now, obviously, you need eye protection. That's very important. So I've got a pair in there. I've got a bunch more pairs I can go ahead and bring of that, and a second set of ears. You can get ear protection like this, where you can go ahead and have it battery powered, turn it on so you can hear in between. It'll block out the shots, but you can still talk. Another set of those. Then you can get a really cheap one if you don't need to. Let's say you're not planning on communicating for whatever reason, you don't want to, then you could just get a cheapo pair here, and then just pop them up off your head if you do need to communicate, if you have something pop up. I just keep these. It just makes it easier. So if I'm dumping any of the mags that I actually keep my concealed carry ammo in, I can just pop them in here. So got to reload one of them. I had a backup that already had it. So that being said, I got that stuff. Right up here, this is some cable for the headphones there. This right here is a watch. It's the Shot Max 2 or X2. This is great because you can use, it's a shot timer. You can go ahead and practice, and that way you know how well you're doing, and continue to make sure you're improving. This right here, it's really nice. It's got a speaker on it and whatnot. A little bulky, but not that bad compared to what I was expecting. And the nice thing about this is it has an accelerometer. So not only does it do the normal timer functions, but because it has an accelerometer, it is able to be used when someone else is shooting. So 16 lanes at my range. If I was just going by timer, it wouldn't work. and pick up everyone else's shots. Good news is that with the accelerometer function works fine for me. This right here, got a guide rod, be able to go ahead and pop that together, and had a round go off in the barrel the other day, so that was good to have that pop together, and I was able to go ahead and get it unplugged out of there, so I could keep shooting. If not, I would have had to pack it up and come home, or just shot pistols the rest of the day, because I only brought one rifle that day instead of the 2 that I normally bring, or sometimes more. That being said, moving on to this stuff. This is a CMMG conversion, 22 long rifle conversion kit. This is for the bolt carrier group. You just switch this out with the bolt carrier that you got in there, and then use their special mags, which, let's see, I got some of those. They come with 3 of these. Well, at least the Bravo one that I got was. But they're really hard to load. They're really annoying to load. So they're 25 round mags instead of your normal 30 rounds for an AR. But you can go ahead and use that kit, shoot 22 long rifle, and 30 rounds, even though it's 25 in this, if you do the math on 30 rounds, just to have apples to apples comparison, it's $1.20 usually, about 4 cents a round for 22 long rifle. And so $1.20 for 30 rounds of shooting with that, versus if you're shooting, let's see here, if we're shooting our 5.56 rounds, this is going to run me about $9, so 30 cents a round. 30 rounds, 30 cents a round, $9, and that's for the cheaper stuff. You can sometimes find it at 27, 28 cents, and likewise, sometimes you can get 22 long rifle for like 2 cents or so if you do the rebates and stuff. I don't normally shoot this stuff. This is new for me, as well as the Remington bucket stuff over there, the golden buckets. But we give them a shot. I've got one other thing here. So this is a little different. These are easy to load. They're 25 rounds, but you can go ahead and hold down load. I've got 9 of those, because 3 black ones right here came with my M&P 1522 when I got that last year, I think it was. And then I bought 6 more of these from some site. I was able to find them for like 15 bucks a piece, which was amazing. And then you can use this Better Mag by, I think it's by Ready Mag or something. You use this, and I'll do a video on this, but you can go ahead and pop this stuff in there. It takes a few seconds. And between that and the CMMG upper kit, I now, instead of having 3 mags, I can have a dozen that can shoot. So I've got all of those there, and that gives me 300 rounds. That's a nice little range day right there. Good practice session. So anyways, once again, yeah, that's what I did today, actually. And so you think about that, do the math on that. If I'd done 300 rounds of 5.56, you're looking at $90 in ammo. And if I, since I did it with 22 long rifle, you're looking, what was it, $11.20, something like that. So really cheap compared, or $12, I mean, I don't know what I'm thinking. $1.20 for 1 mag, so 12 bucks. Anyways, moving on, this is the top. We're gonna go ahead and keep on rolling. Okay, and then underneath, once again, I was talking about the Target stuff. I used that cardboard, I cut it in half, and then I might use the, well, there were on here. I've run out of these. They're little, like 3-inch diameter orange bullseye target circles. And what I used to do is I'd take those, pop them over top the centers here, and as I blew them out, you know, like blew out holes, huge holes into them. But since I'm getting a little more picky about that and my accuracy, I went ahead and switching up the dots. I did try grabbing some of these. Thought this might be cheaper. I could pop these over top if I get any big holes, you know, like that are like half silver dollar, stuff like that, $half silver dollar that are bigger than these, because these are about the size of a quarter. Let's see what else we got down here. Got more labels. Once again, I had 315 on one of these things for a few bucks. It's a pretty good deal. Better than going with the actual gun stuff, because it's just more expensive. Got some swatches, the cotton swatches for cleaning the gun out. This can be nice if you have, just once again, I had that obstruction in the barrel. It was nice to be able to run that through afterwards. Got a stapler, got some gun oil, so whatever works. I'm not a big snobby person with that. Got 200 rounds here, 4 cases of 50 each, so 200 rounds of 9mm. This right here, this little plastic container, that right there is 500 rounds of 22 long rifle, and it takes up I don't know, a little over half the case. And then I've got down in here, just different size flags, chamber flags for safety. Got a pair of needle nose pliers for any casings that get stuck. The CMMG upper kit's amazing, but it definitely does have some ammo runs a lot rougher through it, and I've been finding that out, that not everything works really well with it. It doesn't play well with the gun. The one here that I'm using doesn't play as super nice all the time, so it's nice to have that. Just makes it easier to clear out any casings that get stuck up in the up here. I wanted to show that. Oh well. Let's see. Hold on. Put you down for a second. Just bear with me, pretty please. Yep. Clear. We're looking good. And woohoo! There we go. Okay, so real quick, so just so you can see what I'm talking about. So right up here we got our charging handle, and then when we go ahead and pull back, you can see up in the top here. Now this thing's dirty because I need to clean it because I've shot a lot out of it. But right there in the top, hey, give me 1 second, baby. I'll be right with you. Okay? I'm actually recording a video. So, say hi. Okay, so finishing it up. So long story short, casings will get up in the top up there. Right up. Sorry. This is the rough side of doing it all with one take. I'm sticking to it. It's frustrating in some senses because little things like interruptions, you're like, man, I'm taking videos, or messed up the camera thing. So here, right up in here, you can see there's a little space in the 22 casing. Just fits right up in there nice, which is a problem. So it's annoying, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna put this back. There we go. Clear, safe, good. Okay, so back at it. So that's why I have the needle nose pliers. Those are really nice. This right here just helps to load ammo. I don't actually use that for anything except for one thing. I do use it on the 15 round mag that I have for my SIG P365 with the 9mm. I cannot always get the 15th round in that specific mag for some reason. I usually can, but not always. So I'm just like, you know what? My headphones, I showed you that, and then I got some 380 for the pocket LCP2 that I have, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and then something fun I found that I'll do with friends and stuff and family. We'll go shooting. This right here, it's this little battleship kind of game thing, and you just open that up. It's a pretty big target, and you can have fun playing games. And we've done it where we'll do trios. Have one of us is red, one's what is it, green? Yeah, not showing on this part, is it? I'm opening every single wrong page here, but the other one's green if my memory recalls properly, and then there's the black ones. Oh, I didn't want to open this. Oh well, we might as well open it just to make sure for fun. But yeah, you can see it's quite the deal, and then we'll have fun playing it. That way we can enjoy doing something besides just, you know, just shooting at a regular target. Makes it a little bit more fun. And then if you're having different level shooters, for example, shooting 22 at the range, if you're shooting AR-15s with 5.56, generally you're gonna have to be at least 15 yards at most ranges, if not further. But that being said, if you're using the 22 long rifle, they don't care if you're 5 yards out. So a lot of time I think that 5 yards is pretty nice. Depends on how good people are, you know, but you could let one of them use, you know, if they're really a novice and they're able to shoot really accurate, probably with a rifle, shooting 22, and then maybe you have to use something that's more difficult, you know, handguns, different calibers, whatever. I can tell you it's hard to shoot those little 380s. They're so tiny. But yeah, any of the compact, subcompact stuff, compact's not too bad, but the subcompacts, yeah, they can be a little more difficult. So it's just fun things to do if you're getting people involved in it and they want to have a good time. Teach them, obviously, the safety aspect. So I got to run. I'm going to play some COD, some Warzone with my brother. He's waiting on me. So I'm going to do that. And this right here, or at least I'm hoping I will. Hopefully he is. It's hard, you know, getting all of us on the same time, same schedule and stuff. He's out in Louisiana. My best friends are out in Colorado. So we got me on the East Coast time. My brother's got a 1 hour difference. They got 2 hours. And then we got another friend out, and I think it's, where is it, Arizona or somewhere. He's got a 2 or 3 from me. So it's just fun. We're all over the place. But yeah, hope everyone enjoys the video. Sorry, it's once again, we're doing this one take thing. We're rolling with it. And, you know, this is what it is. 30 days, stick to it. And then I'll start polishing stuff up probably, you know, in August. But, yeah, I think that's it. If you don't have this, once again, I cannot stress enough. Like one range accident, one issue, one something happens. That's the other reason I also keep a backup mag always. I always have a gun ready to rock and roll. God forbid someone loses their mind at a range. You know, I don't want to be empty and for some reason having to grab a mag. You know, I don't ever expect that to happen. Everyone's super friendly that I've ever come across at any of, you know, at all the ranges I've been to. Super friendly, super nice. We'd let each other go ahead and try out our, you know, different guns and all this stuff. But, you know, Chris Kyle and a buddy of his, they, you know, were helping someone. They were out shooting, and I understand that went bad, and that's how they ended up losing their lives. So the way I see it is, you know, it doesn't take much to keep one mag ready to rock and roll. And especially with all the guns I got, why not just keep at least one of my concealed carries on me at all times? And then if I switch to practicing with that, I go ahead and have a different one ready to roll. So yeah, just safety. That's what it comes down to. And if you're new to shooting, please, everyone that I follow, they've been putting up a lot of great stuff. Warrior Poet Society with John Lovell. He's really great. T-Rex Arms, Lucas, and all of the guys there, they're incredibly awesome. Jerry Michalek's done some stuff on it. His daughter, who's a really amazing shooter, Lena, she's done stuff too on safety and range warm-ups and all of that. But she's done it, I think, on his channel, on Jerry's channel. So those are some really, really good ones. There's several others. Iraqi veteran 8888, amazing. Eric and Chad. So anyways, hope y'all have a good one. Talk to you later.